What is up, you guys? It's me, AJ, doing another video here for y'all. It's been a while. Hope all is well. Gonna get started on this. Listening in the background actually is Robert Ellis. This is his most recent record, his self-titled one, on New West Records. He's from Houston, Texas. Singer-songwriter. This is a really good album, man. If I could suggest it, one album, this would be my top 5 for most, like, the albums I suggest y'all get. When it comes to like albums that came out in 2016. Sadly, I missed his show. He played a show where I work at Superfly's on Star Music. He played a show, but I was out of town that weekend, and wish I was in town because, man, this record's phenomenal. The production on it's really good. When there's like the acoustic, the guitar on here sounds so damn good. And I was checking his Instagram, and he was like posting it, like during the making of this record, he was posting a lot of him spinning like, jazz records, like Ornette Coleman and all this on like Wes Montgomery at his own place, his own house, and it shows, man, that jazz influence really played a big part in the making of this album, because it's, when it has acoustic songs on here, they're very like jazz, like Wes Montgomery-esque. It's pretty crazy. I suggest y'all check it out. He's from Houston, but he's kind of runs. He tries to like emulate kind of like Joni Mitchell, but like it's really good. All right. Austin Record Show came up recently, and I went to that. That was pretty good. So before I get into those, it's been a while. So before I get into those, let me just get into some records. Got this recently, new record, Afghan Wigs. Wasn't too familiar with their work until this one, In Spades, just came out like 2 weeks ago. It's currently, today? It's 4 minutes into being May the 29th, actually. So this came out like 2 weeks ago. This is In Spades, the new Afghan Wigs album. Wasn't too familiar with their work. I know of their name and I know of the band existence in general, but wasn't too familiar with their work. And man, this record's phenomenal. It's really good. I love it. I can't stop listening to it. But yeah, In Spades, I suggest it. Really good. It's like Depeche Mode, not in a bad way. Depeche Mode's great, but I can't even put the rest of. I don't even want to define it. Like, really, it has its own sound. It's really good. Suggest it. Afghan Wigs, In Spades. Coming up is a band that backed up Rocky Erickson. After they were discovered. They've been around for a while, and they were asked to back up Rocky for a bit. Rocky Erickson from 13 Foot Elevators. This is Black Angels. This is Death Song, their newest record. Austin band, but it's a good album. It's it's pretty catchy. The packaging is well done. They released this record for Records Today on the glow and dark vinyl. This one's the black standard edition. I didn't care to get the glow and dark vinyl at the time, just because we only had a few copies in, and figured I'd rather see someone else get it than myself. I'd rather get the black copy, and so yeah, this is a black copy. They're an Austin band, but think of King Gizzard meets King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, as far as the vocals go. But it's pretty good. It's like psychedelic. Anyways, really good band. Suggest y'all check them out. Black Angels, Death Song. New Maiden reissues came out, so I got some of those. Pretty penny, but they're well done. This is Fear the Dark. This is one I really wanted. Some good songs on here. Can't Play with Madness. Be Quick or Be Dead. From Here to Eternity. Afraid to Shoot Strangers. Chains of Misery. Fear the Dark. Really good one. Packaging on here is really good. The UK versions are cool. They replicate the Parlophone label, which is kind of envious of that. And I got this one, No Prayer for the Dying. This is one I really wanted. Iron Maiden, 1990, I believe. All recorded in Steve Harris's house. Some of these songs are mainly for Bruce Dickinson's solo career, and then when he came back to Maiden, they re-recorded it, and he re-recorded the vocals to them. Like Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, that was a single that he did for the soundtrack of Nightmare on Elm Street, I believe. Alright, now getting on to what I recently picked up. It's my dogs. It's my dogs for real. This one right here is one that I picked up for like $4. Superfly soundtrack. Curtis Mayfield. Rough shape, but had to get it. Huge upgrade for me. Same exact copy as I have already. The guy had an earlier pressing. This is Spirit with 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardanakis. I just pronounce it wrong. I probably pronounce it wrong. That's again. He had an original, second pressing on Epic with the orange Epic with like the white rings around it. He had that for like $16. This one was only $8, and with a little bit of elbow grease, I managed to clean up the. It was already clean in general, but it had a little bit of ringwear, but I got it all out. This is on the 80s Epic, but man, huge upgrade for me. I think I paid $6 for that one. I paid $3 for my copy, which was like beat to hell. And this one was one I really wanted. It's a clean copy. This is a in Philadelphia Wilson Pickett. It has Bumblebee, Sting Me, then it has a Get Me Back on Time, Engine Number 9, Part 1 and 2. Yeah, really good one. Really good one. Has a Run Joey Run. Not a live album. It's just he recorded. These are his sessions that he did in the Philadelphia studios. Really good one. Really good album. Going on to. Got this from a friend. Recently bought this from her. She was selling her records. She's moving, so she had this one. It's a reissue, but just figured I'd take it off her hands, for a good $10, I think. Violent Femmes, self-titled one. I really like Add It Up. That's probably my favorite song on here. It's a really cool one. I would get original, but they go for pretty money. Pretty ticket right there. Got this right here. We used to have it in the shop, then I played it, and I think someone else bought it, like a customer bought it, which is cool. I'm always cool with that, down to introduce people to, introduce new, music to people. As far as new music, it's really, classic, not classic music, but just doesn't get too much attention. Especially when it's someone around my age, it's pretty cool to see them also grab it too. This is Richie Havens, Alarm Clock. I'm blabbering on. They managed to cover Here Comes the Sun, but the song on here is Girls Don't Run Away. Really good song. Paid $4. Really good album. I suggest it for real. Now we're getting on to my. Oh no, we're not. Picked these up recently. I'm gonna go through these. $2 fines. Freddie Fender. I do not know why I just messed it up, but man, it's one of my favorites. Now going on to the Austin stuff. Michael Martin Murphy. I already have this. This is Geronimo's Cadillac. Picked it up for $4. Clean copy. Paid $20 for this. I paid $30 for my rough copy. This was in the shrink wrap. I took it out, but it's Honky Tonk Heroes. One of the best albums. It comes Americana. You want to get into Americana? This is a perfect one. It's right on the verge. Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson, those are the guys that are perfect to get you into Americana singer-songwriters like Townes Van Sant, Terry Allen, all those guys. This will help you get into appreciate singer-songwriters. Honky Tonk Heroes. Billy Joe Schaefer, man, best. You know, he bugged Waylon to let him write for him, and so Waylon did, and this is what came out. One of the best albums. Like in 1,001 albums you must hear before you die. This is listed in that book. And it mentions Billy Joe Schaefer's co-writing. It's like predominant for that album. It's like that album would not be the same without it. And the way he phrased his verses is very poetic. They mentioned in the book, so it's pretty cool. Really clean copy, original too. Been looking for this one right here. This is Soul Man and the Brothers, their rendition of the Shaft soundtrack. This guy didn't believe. This guy had funk all at his table, and I asked him. This is the one record I really want. That I found a bunch of good stuff at his table. I'll show y'all. But this is one. If he had this, I would have made my day. He didn't even know this existed. Said he thought I was lying. Went to another vendor. Had this and another record I really wanted. And when I get that, sorry, turn off my phone. When I got that other record I'm about to show, I found this, and he goes, "Dude, this is such a good one." It really is rendition of the Shaft soundtrack, Soul Man and the Brothers. Dr. Dre sampled that too. And here's the other record he had at his booth that I traded him for, Sacred Right Heel. It's a really hard to find record. It's the last record they did on vinyl. And I think it's one of their last records also. They stopped. They still haven't made any records to this day, but like for 21 years. But for the first time in 21 years, they're touring the U.S. They're from Seattle, or if they're from Arizona. First time in 21 years they're touring the U.S. And so I'm gonna go see them. One of my favorite thrash bands. That one's way more stoner, and the recording is pretty rough around it. But it's their attempt at like stoner, like heavy like thrash metal. A lot of songs deal with weed, whereas like their other albums deal with like very political based lyrics. Paid $10 for this right here. Jacket's in rough shape a bit. I mean, just has that sticker on it. But I brought it home, and LP. I mean, I knew the LP was clean already, that's why I bought it. But this is a promo copy. This is Duck Psalm, one of my favorites of all time. This is Groover's Paradise. Great album. I know Zeke the Vinyl Geek loves this one. I prefer Hunky Blues, but that's just me. Got this for $5. This one I really been looking for. Go for it. Guns, Isley Brothers. Footsteps in the Dark. That Ice Cube sample. It was Today Was a Good Day. Really good one right here. Passed up a seal copy for $10, and I found that really near mint copy for $5. So that's good. This next guy is from Tech. This next vendor I bought it. It was really hard to get a good deal for him, but he had this record. This is man, the glare on this thing is like lethal. Sorry, I got that, guys. This is Hank Crawford, Wildflower. This is on the Kudu label, or Kudu. You know, sorry about the glare, guys. But yeah, I like how the Kudu label or Kudu always does like just the number in the series, so it's like just 15. This is the 15th, and the label's pressed, I guess. You know, this is helped. Like, this is arranged and conducted by Bob James. Bob James is one of the best, I guess you could say, library based artists. He's a white dude, but man, he's in the same category as Dennis Coffey, where they managed to make music for like commercials and TV shows and all this stuff. But if you dig in through their discography, man, there's some great samples that have been used. Those dudes like just were crazy good, and they're like white guys. And Bob James, he did "Take Me to the Mardi Gras," which is one of the best drum intros I've ever heard of a song, and it's used for Peter Piper by Run DMC. But yeah, Hank Crawford, Wildflower. Same dealer had this one right here. I've been looking for this one for a while. This is Ray Riley Hubbard and Cowboy Twinkies. Reading Ray Riley's book, A Life Well Lived. Let me get a real quick show. Ray Riley's comes into the shop that I work at quite a few times, and he's a funny dude. He will tell you like it is, and there's no doubt about it. You know, he'll be honest about it. Life Well Lived. signed it to my parents. I asked him to sign it to my parents because they're the ones that like were huge fans of him, and I got it to them afterwards. And they haven't even read it yet. I've been reading it. Really funny stuff in there. But man, he mentions how he hates this record. This album was put. They signed a Reprise, and they went into it, and Reprise was already given like a hard time. They recorded the record, and then they went back home. Didn't make any money off of it, and then they sent it back a few months later. Reprise sent back the final mixes to them, and they had added like all this shit to it. They had added a girl vocalist who was just singing over it that made it go from Americana to like a cheesy country album. Like, it sounds like it's not Ray Wiley when you listen to it. This does not sound like Ray Wiley. Ray Wiley is like very like I've been around the streets and I know what I've seen and hear the stories that I've seen, and I could tell this one's very like I don't know. It's just the girl backing vocals are pretty funny. But Ray mentioned how he hates this record to this day. They don't like it at all. None of them like it. They don't like the mix. They didn't like what the label added to it, and it was like a way to squeeze money off of the band, and they didn't make any money off of it. To this day, Ray Wiley will not sign this record. Don't go to his shows and try and get this signed. He will probably throw that shit across the room. But those Cowboy Twinkies for you. I paid like $15 for that. It's pretty pricey online. We Be Sailing. This is not a record show, fine, but you had it in the stack. It's B.W. Stevenson. In the Shrink Wrap. I still need to listen to that one thoroughly. These are ones I was excited for. These are the last two in this video for. But I was really excited for these. I've been looking for these, and this is what I really was the show looking for. And Still Bill by Bill Withers, but I didn't find it. Parliament Live. Doesn't come with the poster or the iron-on shirt, but man, it's a clean copy. I think I only paid $12, half off. So beautiful copy. Man, I've been listening to that live record a lot. It's really good. This is the find of the day, probably. I had been bidding on a copy of this on eBay for like $30. It went from like $12 to like $40. This one I paid $12 for, and it's in cleaner condition. It's in the shrink wrap. The other one wasn't in the shrink wrap on eBay. And Stu was the guy who sold it to me was really cool. I liked him a lot. Mothership Connection, Parliament, in the shrink wrap. Don't get me wrong, the live album I probably like more because it has a lot more material in it. I've been doing that recently too, Well, not recently, just appreciating more material. This is really good, man. Mothership Connection, original copy, $12. You have P-Funk, Wants to Get Funked Up, Mothership Connection, Star Child. Super Gribalistic, Procephalistic, Vacation. That's a crazy title. Handcuffs, Give Up the Funk. It's just a really good one. Really good album. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got a lot on my plate to do. Gonna be working a lot this month, so I figured I'd pop out this video before, And check out my radio show, Cosmic Grooves. I'll leave a link in the description. Shout out to Geek. Shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to Zeke and everyone out there. And thank you for watching. Peace out.